Happy Easter, everybody. I love this. Punky, we got our little treaty bones. We got our little bones and treats. You sit, please. Sit. Come on. We're in the middle of a show here. Put on a show for everybody. There's that. And we want you to real quick, Charlie Ann, we want you to say Happy Easter to everybody. Charlie Ann, really quick. Charlie Ann, don't be rude. All right. Well, we'll see you later, Charlie Ann. Happy Easter from the Lord. Guys, hey, Georgia. Plug that in because it's going to die shortly. Kiki, hey, Meredith Lynn, Donna Cooper. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? Nope. Hey, Caitlin T. Robin Miners. Hey, Michael Malloy. Abigail, happy Easter to everybody. Hey, Alana. Okay, you do this every time. It's just one. This has been every day of your life since you've been alive. We just do the one. I don't know why we're checking for more, but I feel free to do so. I mean, I like that your nose is that good at things, but I promise there's nothing else. Hey, December Solo Traveler, Lisa Vining, Renee B, DNV, Tammy Kennelly, Bo. Let me explain something. I gave you the one bacon strip treat, and that's all you get. But you're a good person. You're a great person, and you eat a lot of kitty turds. Mods, thank you for being here. Thank you, Teacher Nurse. Hey, Catherine J, Pink City Princess, Marissa Martin. Hey, Alicia, Deanna Downey. I loved your post, girl. You had to turn your heat on? Oh no, not in this house. But Wanda, happy Easter, babe. Thank you. I was trying to look a little bit Eastery today. DS Kitty Diane, thanks for noticing. Maisie Shiloh, mine too. Yes, one of my very favorites. And you're on time today, but we'll see you on the replay, girl. Iwa, Sophia, hey, Angela, Tara, welcome. Liz Trix, happy Easter to you, my friend. Hey, Anita Card, I love you, girl. Good to see you. Catherine B, your text just now was super sweet. Thank you. I love you too. I'm glad I got to talk to you. You looked so cute today. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that it's not going to happen. Guys, I want to put these on him real quick. So I want to tell you real quick. Sorry, I'm cutting roll call short for a minute. I don't know if I can even say this without crying. So, hey, Armine, happy Easter. So this morning, my mom calls me at like, I don't know, 8:30. And she's like, hi, are you up? And I was like, of course I'm up. I get up at like 5 o'clock now because the damn cats wake me up. And she goes, are you up? And I said, yeah. And she goes, mind you, I've never celebrated Easter and I lived in Kansas City last Easter. So this is my first Easter here. And she goes, well, my mom's really cute about it. She thinks I'm like 3 years old. And she goes, the Easter bunny stopped by your house. And I was like, what? And she goes, the Easter bunny's at your house. Can you come outside? And I said, yeah, like I was really excited. And I came outside. I've never gotten an Easter basket before. And my stepdad was standing there holding Easter baskets for me and Huxley that he went to the Russell Sovers store and he had everything customized and hand-picked. And then I guess they wrap it in cellophane. And he was like, now this is milk chocolate. He was like, because I know you don't like dark chocolate. And I was like, really? He went and got me an Easter basket. He had it made. Huxley's is totally different than mine. And I just thought it was unbelievable. I'm going to open it so we can, I know I have never had that before. And it was so exciting. And I want to put these on you because it's Easter. Bobo, it's Easter, Bobo. Look at how cute. Okay, how do we get you in here? Oh, he looks so cute. Bobo. Oh, somebody get a damn screenshot. That is so cute. That is so cute. Jingles. That's Mr. Bojangles. He's a good boy. He's a good person. He's a great person, and he doesn't celebrate Easter either. And this is our first Easter. Don't smear my lipstick. Oh, he looks so cute. He looks so cute. Okay, I don't have any bones, though. You're going to have to get out of here. Is that incredible? Is that so kind? Sit. Sit. Oh, oh. Oh, well, Charlie-Ann, damn it, Charlie-Ann. I told you that everybody got one damn bone. And that's the only bones you're going to get, Charlie-Ann. Oh, that's cute, but it doesn't fit Charlie-Ann's head, not even close. Just your head. All right, you guys are so weird. What are we doing? We don't get more than one bone. Everybody knows the rules. This isn't our first day in this halfway house. Now go on. Bo, you're going to have to move on with your life, and you're going to have to accept the causes and the consequences of things. Isn't that so kind? That was so nice. I have not ever done that. Now, I'm sure I got an Easter basket before. Like, this is the first one I can remember. I'm sure maybe, I'm sure no one, I know. I'm sure that when I was little and my mom was still around, like, I'm sure we did an Easter basket. I have no doubt. I just don't remember it. I have no memory of it. And so when my parents called me this morning and said the Easter bunny's at your house, I slinked right back into my childhood as fast as I possibly could. I was like, yes, absolutely. He's here, the Easter bunny. What is this? Oh, because they asked me, I said I like mint and orange. He gave me orange fudge. That was so nice, Bo. Hey, Sporty. Yeah, it was everything I could do to not cry. Like, just to be celebrated and remembered and recognized, like, validated. It was so kind. It was so incredibly kind. And like I said, this is my first Easter here. So it was really, really nice. And very emotional for me. I don't know if it's Shark Week or it's just my real emotions. That is sweet. Hey, baby steps. I got my daughter and son-in-law Easter bags this morning. I'm sure your parents loved doing it. Well, I was kind of surprised. I didn't expect it. I wouldn't say that it's his style. By the way, thank you for your super chat. And it sounds like you had a nice Easter. My dad is not, my mom and I were talking about this. My dad is amazing, but he's not like into the kids stuff, like getting me something, all of that. My mom is, but he's not as much. And it was him that went and did that. He left on his own yesterday and drove to the Russell Stover place and bought everybody something. Hey, Kaz. Hey, Kestrel. So that was amazing. That was amazing. And it was just, hey, Dawn, it was really, really special, especially today. You know, I want to talk about today because this is kind of, I don't even remember last Easter. I don't remember what we did. I know I was in Kansas City. We were getting toward the end. He did, Kestrel, and it was something I'll always remember. I'll always remember that this morning. I will always remember my mom saying, the Easter bunny's here. Can you come outside? And my dad was, my stepdad, guys, not my biological father, my father, but I still call him my father, right? Standing out there with my Easter basket and Huxley's Easter basket. It was amazing, Angie Mo. Hey, a Michigan troll. The dress is cute. Did you happen to make Easter service? No. Now, I did. Thank you for being a member. Hey, Tina Mays. Hey, Viggy Cat. My step brother is a pastor in Kansas City, and he's been a pastor for a very long time. And we were going to catch his service this morning, but I don't know that he actually did it because he has 2 little kids. So we didn't catch it. My stepdad, or my dad, his dad, watches it every Sunday, his service, like on a stream. But no, we didn't go to a service. We didn't do anything like that. My sister came up to the farm this morning. Hey, Joyce, happy Easter. Kid. Hold on, guys. I'm going to let her out. That's really annoying. I just let you in. So I got to see my nephews and all of that. Your other stepbrother lives in Northern California? Yes. I don't know if it's Northern. I don't know what part of California, but yes, I have two stepbrothers and the other one lives in California and one is in Kansas City. Yes, Kestrel, he is my real dad. Hey, Riley's human. I agree with that, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Hey, Joel Sachs. Happy Easter, guys. Before I don't have totally a topic today, but I do have a question for you guys while you're in here. I'm embarrassed to ask this because I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to get weird. Like I don't want to make it heavy. But I have a question. I've always wondered this, even as a Scientologist. I realize I could just Google it, I suppose. There's that weird sound again. I don't know if it's a bird, a frog, or Jiminy Cricket. That's right, Dawn. I know, Kestrel. It's nothing new. Do you guys hear that? It's creepy. It sounds weird. It sounds like it's not real, but it's like a serial killer that's trying to get me to go out there and check on that noise. Do you guys ever worry about that? I worry about, thanks, Riley's human. I worry about weird things like that when the power goes out or like there's a really bad storm and I have that kind of time on my hands. I'm like, what if I'm driving late at night and there's like a chihuahua in the road and I get out to get it and it was just a trap and it's really Buffalo Bill? Does anybody else think like that? Like, what if you hear a sound at night outside your house and you have to go see what it is, but you live out in the middle of nowhere and then you go out there and again, there's that pesky chihuahua again and you go to scoop him up, but it's really just someone scooping you up to put in the trunk. You know what I mean? That got dark. Thank you so much, Joel. Maybe it's the chipmunk. Maybe it's the chipmunk. So I have a question. Hey, the good Capu from California. Okay, so other people think about it too. It's a fear for me now, says Joanna. You're welcome. New phobia unlocked. I mean, if we have to suffer, so do you, Joanna. That's the way I see it. Sorry though. Hey, Brittany. Yeah, it's serious. And it sounds like a bullfrog. Okay. I don't even watch true crime. Like I don't watch anything, but I just get these weird ideas in my head. Happy Easter, Jan. Okay. So speaking of Easter, I have a question and I don't want, again, I'm prefacing this with, I don't want anyone to be offended by this. It's a true question. I never understood. I suppose I could just Google, but I didn't. Why do people, I know at this point, I know enough that, Jesus died on Friday. Is it the case? Thank you, Don Clark. Is it the case that did he go through hell on Saturday and then he obviously came back to life on Sunday, right? And he went to heaven on Sunday, I'm assuming, but he also talked to some people before he left. I'm not really sure about that. That's not so much my question. The question is grammatically, why do people say he is risen? Why wouldn't you say he has risen? And I'm obviously wrong. Obviously, it's not like I'm here to say it's wrong. I don't understand the is. We don't talk like that about, right? Like no one says when we're talking about other people, like he is, why do you say he is risen? Wow, I didn't know that, Sophia. That question was never specifically answered in the Bible, actually. Because he is still alive. Right, Ellie, hey, Laura Lou, I get that he rose from the dead because he still is risen. Christ is risen. Okay. And again, I'm not trying to go down like this big, subject of that because I don't want to push on any buttons. I don't want to step on any toes. I just you don't hear it. It just doesn't sound right to me. It doesn't ever sound right. Like I've seen people put flags up or post things on social media and it says, he is risen. It just, hey, howdy, Joe Virus. I always thought it should be, he has risen. I don't know. If you said he has risen, wouldn't that imply he's still alive too? I don't know. I've never understood. It just never made sense to me. And you say is because Easter is the celebration of the rise, and the act of sacrifice and dying forgives sin. Actually, I see it more now that you just said that, because today is the specific day that he has risen. So he is risen. I don't know. It's still just every time I hear it or I say it out loud, I'm like, that doesn't feel right the way it's said. Not past tense, present tense. Catherine says, my interpretation is perpetually present tense outside of our concept of time. Okay, I could see that. And that's how it was written, says Joe. Okay, well, thank you, Laura Lou. I'm also new to all this, Reese. The grammar confuses me. It just never felt right in my head. And no one says has is kind of past tense. He has risen was that day. You could use both, says Debbie A. But in the Bible, the angel said he is risen. Well, I like that. I didn't know that's what the angels said. Hey, Joy Forbes, happy Easter. He is risen is forever. Okay. So I think what Catherine was saying, that kind of makes sense to me. It's like perpetual, which would also equal, right? Like ongoing present tense. He is, because he still has, like he still is, right? Is that what am I saying that properly? Like he is risen because it goes on forever, right? Like I think kind of like saying he is always risen, right? Like it's perpetual, like Catherine said, it's every day. Okay. It is to emphasize, hey, Amber, that Jesus Christ's resurrection is not just past event, but a continuing eternal truth. I think that makes the most sense to me now. You guys really explained that well. Like it's perpetual. Yes. It's a continuing eternal truth. I see that now. Okay. We say Christ is risen to denote our belief that the tomb is still empty and Christ still lives, per Google. So we say Christ is risen to denote our belief that the tomb is still empty. Oh. I think Laura Lou, I get that. Laura Lou said like he's still rising. She's new to this too. That actually kind of adds a component to it, Shelley Kelly. So believe that the tomb is still empty and Christ still lives. I like that. And thank you for your super chat, babe. Happy Easter, Susie. In the Lutheran Church, the pastor says he is risen and the congregation says he has risen indeed. I like that. Trixie says, it's okay, Reese. It all confused me and I was raised Catholic. I just don't practice it these days. Okay. Yeah. So I figured I wasn't the only one that I think it's just also, I need to stop. Hey, happy Easter, Chica Cherry Cola. I need to stop putting so much significance on the grammar of it, because also I've been told this. I've never read the Bible, but how the Bible is written and how they spoke is very different terms, like words, right? Than it is today, than how we speak today, right? So I'm assuming that's also just how they talked then. But let me ask you this. Happy Easter, Joe. Would it be incorrect? Would it be offensive or incorrect, right, to say he has risen? Would that be wrong? Like, would someone correct you on that if you said, this is why I don't wear these glasses? Like they just slide. Hey, squirrel girl. Would it be incorrect or wrong or offensive to say he has risen? Well, actually, no, because Michigan Troll said, the congregation says he has risen indeed. So no, I would assume no. I just don't want to be offensive when it comes to this. And I also want to learn it and understand it. And I feel like I have way more in this moment. I understand way more than I ever have, which is good. Hey, Jenny Stout. And we don't celebrate a past event. We celebrate the risen Lord. Exactly. Because it's present, Jenny, is what you're saying. It's not past. It's like it goes on each day that way. He is risen. Okay. I think I get that. Thank you for your super chat, Jenny. Hey, new life plan. I just texted you. Cute, 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 you little Easter angel. Oh my God, you sound like me. We do kind of look alike too, to be honest. Thank you, babe. And I was saying, I hope your dinner and your dinner deal went good last night. I hope it went really well. Thank you again for yesterday. That was really kind of you. And thank you for that super chat. Who would correct someone about that? I mean, I don't know. Hey, Buffy, happy Easter. You can say he has risen, but it's not the typical thing people say to affirm their faith. The rising itself is the cornerstone of Christian faith. Okay. Okay. As long as it's I just want so I'm going to take a drink. I haven't had any water yet today. Oh my God, that's hilarious, Ree. I love those glasses too, Elton. Thank you so much. That's that's the name of the game here in the social media world. Deanna Downey, me too. Happy Easter, Buffy. Liz Tricks, it's more of a statement. Hold on just a second. Sorry, guys, I didn't want to yell in your face. It's more of a statement in the affirming. I don't know what that word means. I think you meant affirmative. It's more of a statement in the affirmative affirming that he is risen. Okay, she can come in here then. It's just pay attention because she's been lately doing this in and out thing. Thank you, son. Thank you for your super chat, Liz. And I think that's what you guys just helped me to understand. I love that, Diana H. Yeah, testifying to the truth, Liz. I see. I think I understand it a little bit better because it's a daily. It's not something that they're saying is past tense. It's present tense. He is because it is, right? Like he is. I mean, I think I understand that. I think that makes sense to me. Hey, Stella, happy Easter, babe. Riley's Human says, it's never offensive to ask questions because you truly are trying to learn. You actually help us understand more if we are confused. Well, Riley's Human, I appreciate that. It can be a very controversial, touchy thing, right? To ask questions. But somebody the other day said something that really, really helped me to feel less like I'm being offensive. Somebody, I can't remember who it was. Yeah, I love that, Liz. He is risen and with us always. Somebody said, it's just like us asking you Scientology questions. I don't get offended by that. And I love you guys asking. I love when you guys ask me Scientology questions because I think it's important to teach people about Scientology and how evil it truly is. But it also helps me to remember certain memories that I might have forgotten and get them out. And every time I do that, I heal a little bit and I feel a little bit better about it. And I take my power back a little bit more. So I appreciate that we as in all of us in this chat, I very much appreciate that you guys let me feel safe enough to ask these questions. And I want you to understand 100%, even if there's someone in here that absolutely can't stand me, I want you to hear me that anytime I ask any kind of a religious or God or Jesus question, it is never in a mocking way. Like that's not my style. I wouldn't do it. I don't make fun of things like that. It's a true question that I have, even if it sounds silly. I just want you to know it's with respect. I would never be disrespectful of something like that. So I want to make that clear, but I appreciate you guys letting me feel safe too, because I also feel dumb. I feel dumb asking why is risen, but I also knew that it was okay to ask. I don't feel stupid enough that like I shouldn't ask or I'm going to be made fun of. I'll be made fun of for just existing. So I'm not worried about that. That's cute, Laura Lou. Hey, Jenny again. Easter is what makes Christians Christian. Happy Easter, Reese. So I think I really understand what you mean by that. And I never would have known that in the past. But I think what she means by that is what happened between Friday and now is what because we are saved because of him. Now, I don't fully get that yet, but I'm starting to kind of put pieces together over the last year. Thank you for your super chat as to why it makes Christians Christian. And I can't hardly talk about it. Like I started to talk about it today with my mom and I started to cry because now that I feel a connection to God and I think and I know that Jesus was God's son, and when I think about my mom couldn't talk about it either today. She was like, they tortured him. And then my mom was raised Catholic. And my mom said today, she goes, I can't even think about what they did to the saints too. And I said, the saints? And she said, yes, they tortured the saints. They tortured them because they wouldn't something with their faith. I can't remember what she said. And she said, it's hard for me to talk about or think about what they did to them. And I said, well, I get really sad for what happened to Jesus. I mean, he knew it was going to happen, which makes me feel a little better, like he was sent here for that reason. But I get really, really sad when I think about what happened to him on Friday. And then if he did go to hell, I mean, some people say he did, and I've heard some people say he didn't. But if he did, I always get really sad about that because I think about God. And I think that must have been torture for God, right? Like, I don't want to get weird in this stream because I don't want to be disrespectful to people who don't follow this, right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and make people sit through that. I don't want to make it awkward, but it makes me very sad. And it makes me feel better that like everything ended up working out. It's okay. He's okay now. He did it for us, right? But like that whole weekend was a bad weekend. It makes me sad. Yeah, Catherine B. How else are we going to learn? Um, Hey again, babe. If you are looking for religion, that's cool. You are allowed to just celebrate holiday family time until you're in a place where you are not vulnerable. Groupthink again. Many beautiful Christians and humans here. No disrespect. I love that. And I'm on the same page as you. I'm not looking for religion. I don't know that I'll ever dive into religion. Like, I don't feel a tie to, or like a pull or a need to go to church to validate how I feel. I have a very solid relationship with God at this point. Now, I enjoy learning about the stories and Christ and things like that, but I'm not looking, I am very shy about the groupthink thing and just jumping back into something where I'm being told what to think. So I love what you said. And thank you for that. Thank you for validating that, babe. And thank you for your super chat. Um, I love that, Diane. I don't practice any religion, and discussions and questions about religion isn't offensive to me. I think it's interesting to hear the meanings as well. Yeah, I just don't want anyone to feel like I'm being disrespectful or mocking. I'm just not. I want to make that very clear. Thank you, Jenny. It's a sophisticated question, Reese, and a beautiful thing to ask. Jesus died for our sins. He wanted a bridge from us to him. So when Jesus died, that veil was torn, and Jesus is that bridge. That's why I say I'm not religious. I have a relationship with him. I love that, Buffy. That's sad, Alicia. It makes me sad because I don't feel worthy. I understand. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him will not die but have everlasting life. See, I think, hey, Shaby, I think I understand that. It's just a big concept to grasp, Liz. Like, I'm probably going to have to at some point read some of the Bible to fully get that. But like the idea of it is it's a little bit hard for me to understand, but I get it more now than I ever did before. Thank you, Reintegrated Audi. Thanks, DNB. Asking questions helps us learn, Reese. I believe in love. I'm not Christian, but I recognize that Easter is a representation of ultimate love and sacrifice through Jesus. I love that, Kat. I love that. I love how respectful everybody is in this chat. No one is expected to believe in anything. I mean, come on. I came from Scientology. Like, I like that we all have different practices and beliefs here, and we all are very, very respectful about it. That's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me. Yeah, Sophia, I agree. Thank you, Liz. It's a huge thing to understand, and you are doing really well. Thank you. Thank you. I want to understand it. Hey, Dawn Gloves. This is why I love you, Reese. I've been watching you grow, and you always impress me. You want to grow and learn. Keep going at your pace. Dawn Gloves, thank you. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate that. That's really loving, girl. Thank you for your super chat. Hey, Annie Strews, thank you. That's not a bad idea, actually. I bet there are websites that explain the Bible in an easier way in today's language. That's probably true. And a couple people have said for me to read a children's Bible. That probably would make a lot more sense. You are being respectful in the way you ask these questions, so we don't need to be offended. I know, and I appreciate you saying that. But I still, it's a very, hey, okay, Tammy, it's a very touchy subject. And it's very easy to come off, especially me, because I tend to go dark and use humor, but I just want people to understand that I really was asking, and I was no disrespect meant. And I hope no one got offended by my asking that. That's all. I get weird about it too, I think, because yeah, Gene Strong. When I don't can't speak for other Scientologists, but when I was in Scientology, anytime that I asked questions about God, not so much God, but when I would ask about Jesus and like the story here, I got slapped the F down. Like I was either told it was just a implant that people on Earth believe because when they were dumped here, they were spun around and motion pictures were shown to implant their minds with this whole heaven and hell and all that crap. Like they would say things like that. And it was very mocked where I grew up. It was. And I told you guys this, but a long time ago, I asked my dad about Mary, Jesus's mother. I mean, I was little, and he just said something like, it's just a bunch of bullshit. He was like, I remember him using the word bullshit. He was like, it's a bullshit story. He was like, it's made up. It's a bunch of shit. And even then, it's like how he would ridicule and criticize people who were gay. Like it was the same thing. I got the same feeling of like, that's so hurtful, because I really do believe that God is all loving, right? And I used to be very afraid of the idea of God because of Scientology. God scared me. I thought if God is real, God is scary and mean and potentially harmful, things like that. I just got these like weird false ideas based on my background. I don't know why. Heather, hey babe, happy Easter. And so now that I'm learning the truth about so many things, hey, Danya, not just God and religion and Jesus, I'm learning the truth about so many things in the real world that I'm like, this is so exciting. I want to know what you guys know. I want to learn what it is that you guys have learned. And so I feel less afraid of that and more willing to ask those questions without feeling like I'm going to be yelled at for it, right? I am more offended by Elrond saying he was coming back after Target 2. Couldn't even leave the resurrection alone. Hey, Trixie, you make a good point, New Life Plan. I mean, if anybody should be offended, it's stuff that LRH said and did to be harmful. I'm going to put my jacket on. I'm cold. I brought it in here and I was kind of cold. You're not wrong there. That's a good point. LRH was incredibly offensive when you really think about it. Like, I mean, like to the core, man. Like, hey, Kathy, LRH, thank you for your super chat, babe. LRH, as far as like the lies he told, but it's not so much the lies to me. It's the entitlement. Like, think of how, hey, Katie Much, think of how entitled you'd have to be to go, Jesus isn't real and here's why. And people were implanted with this. And you're 76 trillion. What a fucking know-it-all. You don't know. Nobody knows. We don't know until we take our last breath, right? Like everybody has to go through it. Everybody is born. And I think it is just it's so frustrating to me because he really ruined a lot of people's lives. He did a number. And I'm not talking about me. My life isn't ruined. My life has been saved. He has ruined all the people that are still in. Doug and Brenda Argis, my in-laws, who will never ever be out to see the sun. He ruined those people. I mean, I hate to say this. I don't want to judge people and I don't want to hope bad things on people. And I also don't think it's right to say, like, you're going to go to hell for that. How the hell do you know where you're going? But if there is one and people go there, like, I really hope LRH is there. I do. He did a lot of terrible things to people. I hate to tell others what they deserve because I've done such bad things and I'm not a very good person, but he deserves harm coming his way. L. Ron Hubbard does. I think it's terrible what he's done to people, and it makes me very sad, the damage that I am trying to undo, right? Reese, you look so fresh and pretty. I love your blouse. Is it a tuck-in or loose style? Kay Thompson, thank you and happy Easter, babe. It's a dress, actually. It's just like a baby doll style dress. I got this on a clearance, and it's kind of makes me feel like a 12-year-old, but I'll stand up for you, Kay. It's short, and it's just, I could belt this, but like, see, without the jacket, it's just a short little, the thing I don't like about dresses like this is it's so poofed out, it adds weight. This is why I don't like potato sack dresses like this. You have to belt it, in my opinion, because I actually have curves. Like, I have curves I want to show off, and you can't see them when you put on a potato sack, right? But thank you, Kay. But I'm not going anywhere in this, so I figured it was okay. But I do like the print, and I like the fabric. It's very thick. I usually don't do a square neck. I don't love a square neck, but I like this. Joe Virus, I'll answer that for you. Meredith, it sounds like you naturally had to a draw to God as a child, like Hux did. You allowed him to experience and explore that, but others worked to squash that in you. It's beautiful to watch your discovery. Meredith, thank you for saying that. I don't know that I naturally did as much as Huxley. Like, Huxley, my dad asked me about that today. He goes, Huxley's always had a draw to God. And I said, yeah, Huxley wasn't there at the moment. And I said, yes, he has. And he said, why? Why do you think that is? And I said, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. He's always talked about God since he was four or five. He's always prayed. And my dad, thank you for super chat, babe. My dad was like, and I said, you don't even know the half of how strange that is. Not in a bad way. It's a good thing. But we never talked about God in my house. I promise. Like, we were full-blown Scientologists. Nobody was talking about Jesus or God, but Huxley always has had a connection to God. And the necklace that Raymond got him for his birthday is a crucifix, and he wears it every day. He loves that necklace. What makes you a bad person? Thank you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Anna Banana, happy Easter. Joe, I just am reflecting a lot on my past and things that I've done to people, things that I've done as a Scientologist, things that I did against my will, my better judgment, my integrity, all of that. I wish I hadn't. I wish that I hadn't. I wish I had thought for myself and just stepped out of it and said, no, I'm not going to do this. It's not something I believe in, but I didn't. And I treated people poorly, and I didn't have real friendships. And I'm not a bad person now, but I'm having to clean all that up and try to set down the guilt about it, right? Like, even more recently in my last relationship, I feel like I became a different person with him. It's not his fault. My behavior is on me, right? But being with that man made me uglier inside. It made me dark. It made me darker. And I believe that when you hang around dark people who are unhealed, and I'm not saying he's a terrible person, he just is an unhealed person, I feel like I kind of adopted that behavior too, and it made me dark. So I'm not proud of that. And I have a lot to answer for. That's all. That's how I feel. Hey, Jenny, someone here said they're not worthy. Alicia said that. That's what apostles said when Jesus wanted to wash their feet. Christ told them that to be his, they would let him wash them. My feet are ugly. He takes our ugliness and makes it worthy. Wow. I didn't know that story. And apostles are the people who were his friends, right? They're the good people. Apostles are not bad, I think. I'm pretty sure Liz said that the other day. Thank you for explaining that, Ginny, and thank you for your super chat. That doesn't make you a bad person. You were young and forced, right? I get that at that age, Joe, but then I grew up and I still became. I am prone to the darkness. Like, that's how I feel. I'm prone to that. So that's even more reason for me to stay in the sun and stay in within my boundaries I've set for like who my friends are. And any future person that I end up with cannot be full of demons, right? Even if they're a good person, even if they have a really bad past, if they're not healed and, wanting to be good and do well, all of that, then I'm prone to it. That's all I can say. And I say this a lot. Scientologists don't come out of Scientology as good people. We're trained to be pretty bad people, I think. That's my opinion. And so you have to work on that to be good, right? And so therapy has helped me so much to work toward stripping off the stuff that we were trained to do. And so that's all. It's not like I'm this terrible person. It's just, I know I can do better. And I know that I want to make that up to me. What I did wrong, I want to make it up to me that I know. Okay, apostles are good. Thank you, Jenny. I know that I have unfinished business that I want to make up the damage to in this world. Like, I want to be a better parent for Huxley. I want to be a better person for me, for a future partner. Like, there's just a lot that still needs to be worked on that feels unfinished to me, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not happy with where I'm at. I want to do better and better and better. And I'm going to. I'm just actively working on it and actively very aware of it, if that makes sense, Joe. Interesting. Happy Easter to you, Heather. Disciples and apostles, good. Washing of feet is a humble. Hey, Lori Lee, happy Easter. Washing of feet is a humble honor, and Jesus treated his disciples that. They felt only they should wash his feet, but he washed theirs to show they are worthy too. So Jesus washed their feet. That's interesting. I did not know that. But did they also wash his? Like, what does that mean? Is that like a symbol of something? Is it a sign of something? Did they wear shoes? Is that why they had to wash their feet? Like, did they not wear shoes? I would think that would be very painful. It's not just Scientologists. We're all flawed and dark. Every day I just work toward improvement. Alicia, I love that. And I know girl, trust me, I know it's not just Scientologists. Look at my last relationships. I realize it's not just Scientologists. Hey, original Anne, happy Easter, babe. Thank you, Anne. That's cute. Makes you crave cupcakes and candy. That's adorable. Hey, Cliff Ann, happy Easter. I realize it's not all just Scientologists. I look at my last two relationships. Thank you, Martha and Anne. They wore sandals. Okay. This is also a dumb question. What if it was snowing? Was it cold? How does that work if you wear sandals? Looking forward to share my birthday with you and friends next Sunday. Me too, Joyce. I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you for becoming a member for that, babe. It means a lot. And Jesus was saying, no one is beneath him or anyone else for that matter. See, that is so cool. I love that way of thinking. It's like saying the master is not greater than his servant. That's amazing. That's what I love. Everybody's equals. Everybody is equals. I love that. We had an amazing mod call last night. It was a lengthy call and it was so good. And it's rare when we can have every mod because everybody has a life and everybody was there. And it was so cool. Everybody gets along so well. They're my closest friends. I say that all the time. Thank you, Martha. Hey, Hope Between the Dreams. And oh, no snow, desert. I did not know that. Okay. Um, that's exactly what I said last night. It's so interesting. I said nobody here is above anybody. Everybody is an equal on this call, including me. I said I don't call the shots. I said we're all just friends. And I said to them, I said, you guys, I'm indebted to you. Like you guys do so much to protect me, to keep me safe. You have your own life, you have your own jobs, and you jump on here at the drop of a hat to be in this stream for 2 hours to keep us safe. I can't, I will never be able to pay that back. Like I always respect these people more than anything. I love them and I appreciate them so much. It's exactly like nobody's better than anyone, right? And they keep this show going. So I love that. I think that's a beautiful thing. It's a good message right there because nobody is above anybody else. No one is. And I like that you just said that Jesus washed people's feet. Let me ask you this. Did people look up to Jesus? Like, did they know he was Jesus at the time? Like, did they know he was the Son of God? Or did they figure all that out when he was back up in heaven? So, like, these disciples and apostles, did they did they know he was Jesus? Like, or was he just, I don't know if I'm trying, did they know who he was? Like, did they know he was a big deal at the time? Or did they figure that out after he was gone? Because if they knew it at the time, that's actually pretty cool. Half and half, says Joe. If they knew it at the time, that's actually pretty cool that he washed their feet, they washed his feet. Like, again, like nobody's better than anybody. Like, everybody gets their hands dirty. I love that. And I've always loved and appreciated having a job where the boss is that way. Or if you go somewhere and you see the manager come and doing just as much work as everybody else and in the pit working with everyone, I always notice that in public places because I'm like, that's so cool. That's a true leader because nobody is better than anybody, right? Like nobody's better. I hate that shit when people are like, calling out orders and like, you need to be doing this. Like, no, get your hands dirty with everybody else. That's how you coexist with your fellow friends, right? Okay. Some people hated him because he claimed to be the Son of God. Some people loved him because he claimed, oh, he knew he was the Son of God, right? I'm pretty sure he did. Like he knew it. He didn't find that out. I'm pretty sure he knew. Alicia, happy Easter and a tip of the hat to Fred today. Thank you. Thank you for your giant super chat. But I don't know if you guys know that. Most of you probably know that. I've been talking about it. Fred died 6 years ago today. And I think it's a gift that it happened, it fell on Easter today. I think that's a beautiful thing. And I feel extra special today. I feel extra loved and warm today. And I woke up and I talked to God today and I talked to Fred. And I just told him how much I miss him. And I know he's here, but I really miss him. I miss holding his hand and looking at his giant ears and his perfect teeth and just talking to him and looking at his eyes. Alicia, thank you for recognizing that and happy Easter to you. I love you, girl. Thank you for your giant super chat. That was very kind. Do you know that he performed miracles while he was alive? I have heard of that. Yes. Hey, Witchy Trista. I had heard that like he was a healer, right? Like he healed people. Yes. Hey, Kim Hallman. A manager should be able to step in on any job, including cleaning toilets. They should. And they should is what I'm saying. Like it builds morale of the group. Like it makes me admire you if I work with you and you're above me, you're senior to me, and you're doing the dirty work just as much, or you're helping your fellow people. I always think it's such a joke when Scientology teaches this hugely. that like, if I'm senior to you, you're beneath me. Like, that's, I mean, look at the Sea Org. Even women, every single Sea Org member, man, woman, doesn't matter. All of us Scientologists, if you're in the Sea Org and I'm not, I have to call you sir. Have to. It's always sir. You never call them by their first name. Everybody dick swings in Scientology, and it sucks. I hate it. I've never liked people who are entitled. I don't like it. It's such a turnoff for me. And Ted Bragan. Oh, I've talked about him. He was one of the biggest Sea Org registrars. He was a reg, so he collected money. And what did he do? He did it to Michael. Michael was the staff receptionist at the church in Kansas City. And Ted was there one day for a reg fundraiser. And Michael took a call at reception and he was like, Ted. And the guy flipped out and he was like, you call me fucking sir. Don't you ever, like, he got a report written on him for it. Michael got a report written on him for it. Like, it's so gross how badly people treat you in Scientology if they're above you. David Miscavige does it big time, but anybody who's senior to you treats you that way. And it's awful. I'm sure LRH was hell. In memory of Fred on the anniversary of his birthday, into eternity. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lori Lee. Liz, thank you. Thank you for, guys, I really appreciate that, for you recognizing Fred today. And I know he does too. So thank you for that. Thank you for your super chat, Liz. Ty's channel. Happy Easter. I loved your Easter basket post. Fred is smiling. Thank you, Ty's channel. I think so too. I think Fred has really helped me to get where I am. And I think he's very happy. I think he's very happy for all of us, guys. I really do. Jenny, he taught that he was the Son of God. Jesus taught that he was the Son of God. But they didn't understand exactly what he meant when he told them he'd rise from the dead. Oh. He told people he was going to rise from the dead? And they didn't know that. Like, did they know he was going to get killed? Did he tell people he was going to get killed? I didn't know that. That's interesting. See, these are interesting pieces to the story. Thank you for your super chat. Okay, Abigail. They saw Jesus as their master. Okay. Oh, that's such a good point. Hey, Cassie Mosier. Hey, Sabine. This is why I do not get those people who think they are better than others because they call themselves Christian. Why? I feel like I have cat hair on me. They have completely missed the message. Yes. See, that's my thing too, Rain. Like, throughout my life, especially like Jeff's family, for some reason, a couple of people I've worked with, but they're like, I'm a Christian. Like, they get really weird and judgy about it. And I always felt like that was strange. I think I got it. I see it. I thought it was a ghost hair. I always thought that was strange. Like, shouldn't you be more humble than that because you're a Christian? And now I kind of understand that better. And hey, Tony's Hooter, happy Easter, babe. You know what I mean? I totally agree with what Rain said there. Shay B says, Jesus is God. I've heard this. It's called a Trinity. There's Jesus, the Father, God, the Son, Jesus, that walked among us, and the Holy Spirit. I learned that. Has anybody seen the movie The Shack? Hey, Cheryl Fraser. I learned that too. That movie helped me so much. And I've watched it a couple of times now just because I love that movie. I also love, oh my God, I just went blank on her name. The woman who plays God. She was in The Help. I love her. I can't think of her name. I don't know. I went blank. But I love that movie. And it kind of helps me. It kind of helps me to put things together and understand. It's a very, very calming movie for me. The beginning of it is awful, but I do love the mid to the end of that movie. Yeah, good to see you, Leslie Martin. Happy Easter to you. Yes, Anna Banana, show me by your deeds, not just words. Behavior says so much. Yeah, me too, Kim Hallman. I didn't read the book, Alicia, but I bet the book is good. I think someone told me the book is really good. He told them what would happen before it happened, and they remained loyal after everything happened, and they continued to spread his teachings and gospel. It all strengthened their belief in him. Okay, Ree, I have one other religious question. Hey, Franklin MC, and then I'll stop. Octavia Spencer. Oh my God, I love her. Uh, oh, good, Angie Mo. I'll have to read the book. I have one other religious question for you guys because my mom said it today. My mom was raised Catholic, so it is different. I don't know if Catholics and Christians believe the same stuff, but when my mom said today that they killed the saints, my mom really likes saints. She talks about the saints and the guy who is the saint of like animals and things like that. My mom loves animals, so she talks about that. Is that a Catholic thing? Aren't saints Catholic? Like Christians don't talk about the saints. Am I right about that? And then I'll stop asking. Man, I used this volumizing shampoo and it really worked. Look at how volumized. Like that almost looks like a wig. That's awesome. The higher the hair. I like volumized hair. I don't know about you guys, but I do. There's nothing worse to me than when my hair is super flat. I don't like flat hair. Hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy, happy Easter, babe. That's a great point. Reese, some people hide behind religion. If anyone spews hate, run. It's another cult. Great point, Stretch. Thank you for saying that. Catholics have a lot of saints. Yeah, Christians don't follow the saints. Let me ask you this, though. Do the saints even exist? Is what I'm saying. Do Christians acknowledge the saints or no? There never were saints according to what Christians believe. And how could that be true if Catholics believe saints but Christians don't? They're both reading out of the same book, right? So like doesn't the Bible talk about the saints? Where did Catholics get saints then? And then I'll stop with this subject, I promise. But I am confused about that. If we're both reading the same book, wouldn't it talk about that? Does God talk about the saints? I'll get my answer here. The Catholic Church ordained saints who performed miracles. Christian churches refer to the saints as everyone who goes to heaven. Oh, so they just refer to them differently. They acknowledge they existed, right, Liz? They just don't refer to them as saints. Catholics are Christians. Baptist fundamentalists took the word Christians and pretty much called everyone else not Christian. Okay. Oh, Molly, saints are real people and they acknowledge them in history. Some of them were in the Bible, like Peter and Paul. Okay. Okay, Sabine. Oh, Catholic Bible has extra chapters. I didn't know that. Jesus' mother knew he was the Son of God at the time of conception. Okay, Joanne Ventrilla. Catholics are Christians. How is that accurate though if people consider themselves Catholic? Christians say I'm Christian. Catholics say I'm a Catholic, right? Am I wrong about that? I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you that Catholics maybe and Christians are the same thing. I don't know. You would know, not me. But I thought Catholics call themselves Catholics while Christians call themselves Christians. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Okay, Sharon. Catholics are very big on saints. Saints are a good thing, right? Saints were good people. Randy Pearson. Okay, Shaby. Okay. Yes, Catholic is Christian. Oh, Catholics are a type of Christian. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know that. Catholics believe in Christianity. Okay. This is all very confusing to me, but I think I'm kind of learning. I feel like I'm kind of understanding. Thank you for being patient with me. Again, I hope this conversation is not offending anyone. not meant to offend. I would never, ever touch or speak on other people's religions or beliefs. I can only speak to Scientology. So I'm not even going to pretend like I know what you guys believe. I don't. I don't have any idea. Kim is blue. I wish I would have made some today. That's kind of a missed opportunity. Okay. I'm starting to get a little bit confused. I don't know what Protestant means. Is that a religion or is that a person? Are people Protestants or is a religion? Is it a Protestant religion? I don't know. We're probably going too much into the weeds. This is where I get glazed over and I don't understand. I have to take it like a little bit at a time. This is my own fault because I started this conversation and I realize that. There are many different denominations in Christianity. Okay, so Protestants a belief, a religion. Lutherans, Catholics, etc., are all denominations within Christianity. So, like, Fred was Baptist. He was a Christian. I do understand that, right? Like, that, I guess that would make sense then that a Catholic would be a Christian, because if a Lutheran's a Christian and a Baptist and a Methodist are Christians, then Catholic would be Christian. Okay, that makes more sense to me, actually. That's no different than like Jeff saying I'm a Methodist. That's also he's also Christian though. Okay. I think I don't know why that didn't make sense before. That makes sense now. It's a type of Christian. That's so much easier, Kestrel. That breaks it down for me. Okay, I get it now. I think I get that. I don't know why I separated Catholic. I think because my mom will say that. She's like, well, I'm Catholic. She doesn't say I'm Christian or I was raised Christian. She says I was raised Catholic. So I kind of separate those, but you're right. Why separate it when a Methodist or a Lutheran or a Baptist is a Christian? Catholic would be a Christian too. Okay, that's very easy for me to understand now. They didn't fit her head, Kim is blue. They only fit Bo's head. Hey, Katie Fulton. Happy Easter, babe. The 12 apostles, I didn't know there were 12. The 12 apostles went on to testify of Christ. They were each eventually captured, tortured, and killed. Wow. We revere them, but don't worship them. Were they killed because they followed Christ? Like, was that their crime? That's terrifying. This is sad to me because it just shows you like nothing's really changed. I hate that. Like the hate and torturing and things like that. That bums me out. That does. And thank you for your super chat. Christians are just followers of Christ. Okay, that's much easier for me to understand. I'm actually glad we had this discussion. I know it wasn't for everyone, but it helped me to fill some gaps. So thank you for that. Reese, I'm so proud of what you're learning. Catholic is a denomination of Christianity. Lutheran, Protestant, Presbyterian, oh, I forgot about Presbyterian, etc. Denominations believe in extra details. I'm non-denominational. Oh, that actually helps too, Abigail. That makes more sense to me. They're not all separated so much like they were a minute ago in my head. They all are kind of grouped together under the Christian umbrella, right? They're just different forms of Christianity. That makes sense. So if somebody says I'm a Christian, that means they're one of those things, right? If someone says I'm a Christian, that means they're a Methodist, a Presbyterian, Protestant, Lutheran, one of those, but they're not telling you which. They're just telling you I'm a Christian. Why do they do that? Is that because like it's like they don't want to say whether they're like a Democrat or Republican? Like you're just wanting to say I'm a Christian, but you don't necessarily want to share that you're Catholic, or you don't necessarily want to say I'm Methodist. Is that, or am I wrong there? Like, because some people will say I'm Methodist. Why didn't they say I'm Christian? I mean, I guess there's no answer to that. It's a dumb question, but I just wonder if they both kind of mean the same thing. So it goes like this. Here's the umbrella at the top, right? Christianity. And then under the umbrella breaks down into, right, like Catholic, Lutheran, Methodist, right? Is that right? That's how I just made it make sense in my head. And I want to, if I'm not right, I want to be corrected on that. Oh, interesting. Okay. I was raised Presbyterian. There are two different types of Presbyterians, and they're very different. I didn't know that. Interesting. Gosh, this is confusing though. Some denominations of Christians believe they are the only true Christians and don't acknowledge the rest of us. That's so strange. That part I never understood. The not acknowledging the rest. Like, I had a friend once, a non-Scientology friend a long time ago, and she was Catholic, I think. And she like said to me one time we were talking and she said something like, well, Catholic's the only religion, like the other ones are bullshit. And I just thought that's so Scientology. Like, how can you hack up somebody else's beliefs like that? How can you say that about a whole group of people you don't know? How could you say that? It's so disrespectful. Like, makes me think of people who hate a whole group of people and they don't even know who they are. It's like you don't even know these people. It just never made sense to me. I know. Martha's got it right here. Reese, you are trying to absorb years of learning. I know. You're right. Yeah. Kat says, I was raised Mormon and we were taught that Mormons only were true Christians. So dumb. It to me, guys, and don't get mad at me for saying this, but for someone who didn't know God and was really, truly an outsider looking in, trying to understand, I thought that is so not godlike. To be like, well, I'm a Christian and you're less than me, peasant. Like, I've had people act like that to me. Or to say, I'm this and the other beliefs are not real. They're not true followers of God. We are. It's like, ugh, that's such a terrible thing to say. Why can't you just live and let live? Like, why wouldn't you just say, this is my belief system of God and how I believe, but there's obviously hundreds of other belief systems that I'm not going to judge or comment on. I don't know. And that's a whole other thing. But as I'm just telling you, as a Scientologist back then, when I would hear stuff like that, I was like, why? Why can't we all just let people believe what this is? Like when Jeff used to get pissed and flip out about like Trump stuff and he would just go crazy and argue with people. And I was like, why can't you just let people be Democrats? What's wrong with that belief system? That's just how they vote. And we're not going into politics, I promise. But I just always thought, why can't you just let people believe what they believe? Why can't you let people vote how they're going to vote? Who cares? Like, why does it matter to you? You don't live in their house. Who cares? That's how I feel about this. No politic chat, guys. We're already dancing on the edge of too much controversy here. And it's my fault, not yours. I started this conversation. It's the difference between faith and religions. God created faith, human created. Okay, that's true, Liz. And that makes sense to me too. Thank you for your super chat. You are 100% right. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you for your super chat. And it's the same as independent Scientologists. Yeah. Yeah. Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer Folsom, for your super sticker. I will stretch. I like that. You can wait, you're trying to catch up on over 2,000 years of people making a mess of wonderful gift God gave us. Yes. I'm LDS and I don't believe that way. Well, I don't believe that the cellist is fairly extreme in all things. He is, but so is his family and so are other people. It's just odd to me. Like, I always thought it was strange because I thought, isn't God like isn't it good? That's one of the reasons I feel like I was afraid of God, because people sometimes make God scary by doing that. Like, our religion is the only one. We're the only ones going to heaven. God says that. It's like, that can't be true. Doesn't God love everybody? Doesn't God want everyone in heaven? Doesn't God like want everyone to win and love each other? Like, that's how I always took that as a non-believer, like totally blind to this stuff. I was like, it doesn't make sense to me that you would isolate a group of people just because of their beliefs and say they're not getting into heaven. How do you know? How could you make that call? That's a God call, if I'm not correct there. I don't know. Thank you, Shannon Trim, for your super sticker. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry I went into that. I hope I hope that I didn't upset anyone. We're going to stop with this topic because I don't want to create any kind of I don't want anybody arguing over this, which I don't think you would, but I'm the one that started this crap and I'm sorry that I did. I hope I didn't upset anybody. And I don't mean crap like the subject. I mean crap like I'm probably going to take some heat for what I did today. But I just want to say thank you for listening to that. And yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for listening to that. And I hope I meant it with the utmost respect to what all of you guys believe, follow, anything. I never want to be disrespectful to anyone when it comes to your beliefs, right? Like, not my place to be that way. And I hope that I did not step on anyone's toes here. And thank you for answering my questions and listening to me and being kind about it. Let's talk about puppies. Cat, I'm not a puppy person or a kitten person. They piss everywhere. Thank you for your super chat, babe. Armenia, that's why it's important that you just concentrate on your relationship with God. That's all you need. You don't need to say, what religion are you? The right religion is being kind, caring, and not harming anyone or any living being. She's spot on. And that's a beautiful message for Easter, actually, Armenia. And I love you. Thank you for being a member. And thank you for saying that. That's very meaningful. There's a lot of meaning to that. Buffy, they didn't fit her head. But I wanted to say, I just mean that. Thank you. We'll move on from that subject. Ellie J, happy Easter. I think if you are drawn to God and identify as Christian, don't worry if any church you fit into. The key thing is your relationship with God. I totally agree with this. Yeah, I totally agree with this, Ellie J. And I would say that same advice to anyone. I would say the same thing. Oh yeah, why don't I put on the bunny ears, Brene B? My good Lord, that's what they were for. I'm going to have to. Do they kind of, can you move them? Yeah. Let me fix my hair. Ooh, wow. This volumizing shampoo is killer. Let's just do it this way. Okay. Trying to keep the volume. It's flattening. Oh, wow. You know what, though? I look like I was just in a windstorm, and I'm not against that. I feel like I just stepped outside. The chipmunks today, they sang to me. There goes my hero. Thank you, Ellie J, for your super chat. And it's very meaningful. You're absolutely right. It's just your relationship with God. That's what matters. And it's private, by the way. I realize I just made it public and made you guys answer questions you probably didn't want to answer. But thank you. I have not saved any more chipmunks. However, I have saved a lot of insects within the home. Which shampoo? It is not. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't do Moroccan oil shampoo. I hate Moroccan oil shampoo. Believe it or not, Sabine, I love their products. Their dry shampoo, Martha Slemmer started using, is my favorite product. I use their oil, Moroccan oil. I just put a bunch on my ends. I put 3 pumps in my hand and I go through my hair with it. I have the Moroccan oil spray that makes your hair smell good. Thank you, Lisa Kelson. I'm happy to hear that. I don't like their shampoo. I like their root lifting spray, all of that. I like their products. I don't like their shampoo. The shampoo that I love is called Amika. Here, I'll type it. Amika products are amazing. I love them. And yeah, I love this. It's like asking about Scientology. It comes from a place of interest or curiosity. Thank you, Anne, for reminding me of that. Amika products, I love their volumizing shampoo. I love their purple Buster Brass shampoo. I use that about once a month to keep my blonde bright. And I also use their the Cure shampoo. I alternate between those 3 things. And I also I get a lot of their stuff at TJ Maxx. It's way cheaper. Hey, Mama Smurf. I'm sorry, Joe Virus. I see Lisa Kelson was like, this conversation was amazing. And Joe's like, it stressed me out. That's exactly my point. It's controversial and some people love it and some people don't. So I apologize, Joe, that I stressed you out. And I apologize to anybody I stressed out. I do apologize for that. I won't talk about that again today or any day going forward. I mean, I sometimes have religion questions, but I'll try to be very careful about that and aware of what I ask. Yeah, Martha Slemmer loves the dry shampoo. And I have taught you about Scientology, Shell. Thank you. Their volumizing shampoo really does work. It gives you volume because, I hate hair washing day because my hair gets super flat and I can't style it. And thank you, Sylvia Perez. So I definitely love that, their shampoo and conditioner. And again, I get it way cheaper at TJ Maxx, way cheaper. Amika. Yeah, only instead of a C, it's a K, Renee B. And their stuff smells amazing. My hairstylist in Kansas City used Amika products, and my hairstylist here in Tennessee uses it too. It's pretty popular stuff. There you go. Thank you, Kathy Ann. Jennifer Folsom, I heard something about that. I don't use designer stuff. My favorite handbags are made in LA by Claire V. But I do want to say, Tangle Tamer. How come I've never heard of that one? Ginny Stout. I use their smoothing cream. I love their volumizing spray, volumizing and texture spray. Hey, little mink. I use a lot of Amika products. I love them, and I love the smell. I want to say though, real quick too. I wish Kathy Ann. I wish I would have asked you ahead of time. I should have thought of it to have you put in the back office some Fred stuff, like a Fred video or something of him playing piano. But can you? Is there any way to do that? Put up his Stardust one? Maybe not. I don't know how to do it. Lisa Kelson, definitely. I love the bottle designs too, Sam. That's one of the things that draws me to them. I love their colors and designs, but I mean, honestly, their stuff kicks ass. It's really, really good. I think it's vegan, so they don't test on animals. That's really important to me. Yeah, Sophia, I even like their shine spray. I used that today, so my hair is kind of shining. Dang, Kim is blue. Guys, we might go to the Goodwill this week, by the way. They're having a sale. I got a text. The whole store is 30% off. If they will let me stream, I'm going to go to one of the Goodwills around here. There's a couple of them. Because Huxley needs new jeans. And I thought, I'm going to go see if they have anything for him. So if we can, do you guys want to go with me this week to the Goodwill? And I love that you found a Kate Spade bag for $4. Thank you, Michael Malloy. I made alive. Happy Easter. Kimberly in Japan. Happy Easter. Thanks for being a member, babe. I made friends with the absolute biggest mosquito. Okay, I was just talking about these to my brother-in-law. They're like mosquitoes on steroids. They're huge and they're all over the place. Every time I open the door, like 10 of them fly in and we have to save them. My skydiver friend's house, I got up to get a glass of water and kept an eye on it. Country insects. Yeah, they're everywhere. Katie, I've never seen them in Kansas City. They're everywhere here. It's really gross, but they're harmless. Any progress on the fox tattoo? Well, I showed that one that I liked yesterday, but no. And honestly, I don't know how much that's going to cost. I suppose it's something I could break up into sections, like do the outline and then go back sometime for color. But I also want to make sure I got the right artist, but I think I do. He's pretty damn good. I've seen his work. He posts it all the time and he's really good. We can chat about anything and come out loving each other in the end. That's what I love about this channel. You're right, Jenny Stout. You're absolutely right. Like the hate may exist, but not here. And that's why I feel safe and I just stay here. That's why you don't see me streaming anywhere else. Like I feel best here with my people. And I know it's a safe space. And whether the number rises or falls as far as subs or views, it doesn't matter to me. I am happy here at home with you guys. I really am. I heard this. Is that true? The Goodwill gives 98% of the money they make to their CEOs. I hate that. That's why I'm not donating my clothes to the Goodwill. I found that Battered Women's, it's like helps women when they have job interviews and stuff, where I donated my clothes. I thought so too, Michael Malloy. Hey, Marie Marion. Thank you, Yvonne. I get that, Rain. Hey, Cookie. Mosquitoes in Florida will carry you off. Thank you, Buffy. Oh, that's it. I have the wizard. The detangler is called the wizard. I have to say, like my old hairstylist said, the wizard, she can't keep it in stock. It's her favorite product. I own it. I'm like, what's so great? I don't know. I don't notice anything. I do like the blowout or blowout spray. Bombshell, something like that. Bombshell spray. I like that. I use the smoothing cream. I use the Shine spray. I like Abika products. I just don't know what the wizard is supposed to do, to be honest. I don't have a DVD player, Abigail. Yeah, Katie Fulton, it's weird. I know they have them here. Um, that's terrifying, Lisa Kelson. I will never live somewhere where they have flying cockroaches. That's unbelievable. I want to also say, just speaking, hey, good for you, Hope Between the Dreams. Speaking of, I just want to, I really did in my head, and I just want to, let me see what she said. That's amazing, Kathy Ann. Look at this picture she just posted or gave to me. Guys, look at that. She took him in his tux and did this. That's incredible, Kathy Ann. Thank you for that. Hey, Adele. That is really, really amazing. Oh, that's okay, Kathy. Don't worry about it. That's okay. I just thought it would be special to do it, but no problem. I love that picture. Oh, she did, Liz? I love, love, love that picture of him in his tux. He looks amazing. That's terrifying, Hope Between the Dreams. Guys, I just wanted to acknowledge Fred. I know that it was his birthday not that long ago. And that came and went. And today is always, yes, he is, Sophia. I feel Fred so much more, which is hard to believe because I always felt him, but I swear, I mean, this shouldn't be hard to believe for people who believe in God. I can't explain it, but now that I have this open feeling of a connection to God, I feel Fred even more. And I get the impression that Fred is really happy that I have a connection to God. Right? Like, I don't think Fred's sitting here expecting me to go to church and become a part of a religion. But I think Fred is really, like I told you guys in life when we would talk and he would talk about when he was going to die. No, Adele, Fred is not. Fred was my second husband. Yeah, and Fred would just make it so fearless. I was fearful of God when I was with Fred, and he made it more simple for me to understand and feel less afraid. And he would talk about when he was going to die. Like, when he dies, call this funeral home. It was just so, he was always so matter of fact. And I would go, don't. I don't want to talk about that. I'm going to cry. I don't want to talk about it. Like, and he would just say, sweetheart, it's no big deal. When he would say, when God calls your name out of a hat, you just go home to God's house. Like, he just made it very, I love that, Yvonne. He made it, yes, he watches over and protects me. I feel very watched over. Hey, Holly Moore, happy Easter. I feel very watched over and protected by him. I really do. But even more, like, it's amplified. I feel it even more. Hey, Cheryl Roberts, now more than ever. And the only thing that's changed that I can think of is my relationship with God. And so I can't tell if maybe like Fred is shining even more for me, like making himself more known, or probably not. But like, it feels like the doorway is open more. It was like a crack before, and now I feel like it's just open really wide. Like the airways are super open between me and Fred. If that makes sense. I agree with this so much. I love that, Iwa. If people would talk openly about death, I think folks would be less afraid of it. Even talking about it is taboo in polite society. Not for me. I have experienced so many deaths working in senior living. I mean, I've probably been to 100 funerals in my life. And so I was kind of forced to embrace death. You know, like, I will say this, even I know that to be true. I love that, Iwa. I know that to be true because even like my I'm not going to go too much into detail here, but like my mother, my stepfather, my dad, I call him my dad. He has cancer and he's in the very serious stages of it. It's not, I can't talk about it because it just makes me cry, but it's not good, right? It's not good. And I don't like to think about it. Love you, DNV, and I'll see you then. I have tried to bring it up with my mom, just even kind of like I used to do in senior living with people, and she can't do it. She can't talk about it. And so it's not my job to be the one to talk with her about. I will not force that. I will not say, well, it's something you need to start thinking. Like I just back right off because it's not my place to push that. It's like telling someone you need to be doing this, like F off. Don't tell me what to do. But I do understand what she was saying as far as talking about death is not very normalized. And I think people go big time into denial when it comes to that. And I have tried to say to my mother, as a woman whose husband passed away, it's something to start thinking about just in your own mind, that it will happen at some point. But it is not my job to push that. It is not my job to make her see that. And if she wants to remain in denial about it, that's fine, perfectly fine. I honestly believe if I had my way, I would say to her, I wish that you would get a therapist because that's something she could work through in real time and process, and they would have the proper tools. That's not something to lean into me about. I'm not a therapist. Like, I will not push that idea on someone. But I'm just giving you that example because it is, I agree with you on that. A lot of people do not talk about death. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to go there. And it's very actually healthy and therapeutic, in my opinion, to talk about it. But I understand entirely how my mother feels based on when Fred would say it. When I go, whenever it happens, honey, just call this funeral home. And I would go, no, 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 no. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it, Fred. Like, that's not happening. So I get it. I was in that boat too, as far as being in denial. I wish that I had talked a little bit more about it, but I did as the time got closer. I did. It was just really hard. Hey, Moon Taxi. Here's to Fred and you, Reese. I love when you talk about Fred. Reminds me of my relationship with my husband. I love that, Trixie. And thank you. I love talking about Fred. Trixie, thank you for your super chat. That's really kind. Does your dad talk about it at all with her or his children? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that, to be honest, Angie Mo. He's a very private person. So even if he did, I don't know that I would know that. And he and I talk about very, very, very different subjects than the rest of us kids in the family. Like I push, meaning I don't mean that disrespectfully push. I mean, I have no boundaries. Everybody else has boundaries in our family. I don't really have boundaries. So if I want to know something or I want to talk with him about something privately, one-on-one, I'll bring it up. And every time I think he appreciates that. We've been doing this for years, decades, he and I. And I am very grateful for my relationship with him, that he allows me to push those boundaries and have no boundaries. Let me put it that way. Like he knows me well enough that I don't mean it disrespectfully or harmful, but like I can tell you there's countless times I can think of throughout our relationship. I mean, even 15, 20 years ago, where I'll be like, bah, 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 bah. I'll ask him a question and he'll look at me and go, what did you just say? Even at dinner, at my mom's birthday dinner the other night, I was like, when I said about dating, and he was like, he said, one thing leads to another with you. And I said, yeah, I said, but I have different standards and boundaries now. And he was like, mm-hmm. He was like, and what is that, Reese? What is different? He was like, what are you going to change? And we just laughed about it. But like the other kids with him are a little bit more probably appropriate. Hey, Jan, more or less, happy Easter. They're probably a little bit more appropriate in their words with him. They're probably a little bit more respectful with him, just as like the patriarch. And I feel like I have always just dove right into like my questions with him. And I know that because when I do ask him those questions, he always goes, "What?" And he's a very southern gent, like he is, but he's never taken offense to it. And he lost a child. He lost a child, and I sat with him one day and I asked him all about it. And it was a very tough conversation. And this was decades ago. And I sat with him and he told me the entire story of what happened. And I was so blown away. He lost a son in his 20s. His son was in his 20s. And it was the most heartbreaking story of loss that I could imagine. I mean, it was just, I was blown away. And he told me everything. I mean, we sat there for like probably an hour and a half. And his son's name, Lee, his name was Lee. And he actually lost him on Easter. And I'm not going to share the story with you guys because he's a very private man, but it was incredibly heartbreaking. And I was shocked by the details of the story and just what he shared with me. And I went back to my mom, and at some point later on, right? It wasn't like the same day. And I just said, I cannot believe that. I can't believe that that happened and those details and all of that. And my mom was like, oh, I didn't even know that. And I said, why didn't you know that? And she was like, I never asked. I would never ask him. I didn't want to go there. And I was like, oh, not me. No, I asked those questions. And I was very grateful that he shared that with me. And I felt very, very lucky to let him share that with me. I didn't expect him to open up like that. And 26, Kestrel. And I will say this, he was a pilot. They're both pilots. My dad's a pilot, and so was his son. He was a pilot. And it's so sad. We were sitting there with his headstone in front of us when we were having this conversation. And his headstone has engraved like in it him flying. And there was something written to him, to his dad, to Jim. And he said something like, I'm paraphrasing, I don't know what it said, but it was something like, I am now in a better place. And he said, I am flying over the blue sky, helping God. And I'm with God and I'm safe. And it was those are the things that you really take with you in life. Those are the things that you'll always remember. And it was incredibly special. And I felt so like it was such a gift for him to share that with me. And it's just really, it's a very sad, very touching story. Oh yeah, Angie, many times. Yeah. And anyway, I didn't mean to go into that. I probably shouldn't have gone into that, but I also don't mind that I went into that. I'm perfectly okay sharing that with you guys. I am not going to go into any other details there, but he is a strong man, my dad. And I said that to him. I remember sitting there with him and I said that. I said, I don't know how you do it. Like after I found this, after I was told all the details of the story, right? I was absorbing and I was sitting there crying. And I remember saying this to him. I said, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you get through that. I don't know how you move on from something like that. And he just said, you have to. And he said, something you have to remember, Reese. And he said this, he said, the world does not stop turning. You have to move forward. You have to. He's a very, very strong person. And I found a lot of strength in that. It was really probably a God thing. I didn't know at the time because I think I was 19 when he told me this. He is a very proud man. He is. And all the more reason, guys, like he is, I hate that he's sick, but I love that I get to be here with him. And I will say this, he is I don't know the answer to that time mark. I think he might be in palliative care, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Katie, it's really cool that he's a pilot. My dad was in the Navy. He was a pilot for the Navy. It was all the more special. Like he's really doing well, by the way. Like he's getting chemo, he had radiation, like he's actually lately has more energy than I've seen. Like we got to go to dinner with him to celebrate my mom on Friday. That meant the world to me. That's a memory I will never forget. And this morning, sorry, my ear is hurting. You're a very strong woman, Reese. You lost Gary and Fred so close together. I wouldn't have been able to handle that. I had a hard time with that, Angie, but thank you for saying that. I had a hard time. So guys, my husband died 6 years ago today. My dog died 6 years ago, 3 days ago. They died 3 days apart. And I didn't know either one of them were going to die. It was really tough. But all the more reason, right? All the more reason that my mom calls this morning and says, the Easter bunny's outside. Can you come out? And my dad was standing there with this. And I thought, oh my God, it's the first Easter basket that I remember ever getting. But I just thought, oh my God, like this is so special. This is something I will never forget. This is such a gift that he went to the Russell Stover's store by himself yesterday. And he was so cute. He was like, now, Reese, I was like, thank you so much. And he goes, now that, he goes, I know you love orange. He's like, so that's orange fudge that I had him get for you. He was like, and I know you like peanut butter chocolate. And he goes, none of this is dark chocolate because I know you like milk chocolate. And I was like, do you just, I didn't get, I'm not trying to sound like I missed out, right? But like, I didn't get this kind of stuff with my dad. I didn't get this kind of stuff with my parents growing up. So it means all that much more to me in life now that I didn't have those memories, that I get to have them now, and I will have them forever. I mean, it's just, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. If, just so you guys, oh my God, my mom got the bunny ears too. And I said, Mom, quick, put those on Bo. Bo is one of her Pyrenees. I just opened my phone. This was there. I took this morning. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh, he's smiling. Is that the cutest thing you guys have ever seen? That is so damn cute. I was going to look at, we took some pictures today. No, there aren't really any good ones. Never mind. I mean, I posted this one. That's me and Hux with our baskets this morning. And I just thought that was amazing. I know, guys, it was, who's this? Which cat is this? Who is that? Moosey? Moosey. Oh. Speaking of Easter bunnies, Moosey. Oh, he's so cute. Moosey? Hi. Happy Easter, Moosey. Even though you're kind of satanic and you tried to murder those damn chipmunks. Yeah, it was really sweet, you guys. It was a very special day. And then normally I would be super sad. Moosey. Oh, Moosey. I mean, you can't do anything about it. He's a criminal just like his father. He got more of his father's features. He's a criminal. He kills things. Um, RIP to Alvin. I have, Alicia. Yes, I have thought about writing a letter to him. I know, Deanna Downey, it's crazy. But I want to say, guys, thank you, Michael Malloy. I want to say, I thought today would be more sad. Aunt Linda. Oh my God, I had an Aunt Linda. I thought today would be more sad. But honestly, like I was feeling very depressed about today coming because of Fred. I always get really mopey about it. But there's something different about it this year, God wise. And there's something really special. Like I instead of looking at it as a sad thing, I was very grateful that Fred's death date fell on Easter this year. And I'm choosing lately to look at things differently, like in a more positive light, spinning. What are you grateful for that you got out of that? Even my breakup with Tommy, I look at it very differently now. I'm very grateful for the things that I got. Of course, I got crappy things out of that, but I'm choosing not to look at that. I'm choosing to look at what I'm grateful for from that. And there's a lot. There's a lot. Mosey. Oh, Mosey. And so even looking at today, I'm grateful that Fred's death date fell on today. Like, what an honor. It fell on Easter. And now that I know what happened with Jesus and that he went home today, I believe he went home on Sunday. Even if he didn't go home on, oh my God, the cat hair. Even if he didn't go home on Sunday, he rose on Sunday. He is risen on Sunday. And so I'm choosing to look at that as a beautiful thing. And I think Fred does too. And so it's more of like an honor. And I'm looking at the positives there. Oh, okay, Shelley. So, and I'm looking at like just this morning, like I thought I would be mopey, and I wake up and my dad's out there with an Easter basket. Like, I just want to say it's not an accident that good things are coming to us. It's not an accident. I'm really starting to open up and be more, respectful, and I really don't want to cause harm at this point anymore. I don't. Love is the answer. It is. Not to sound cheesy, but it is. And I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to mock anybody. I don't want to make fun of anything. I really, don't get me wrong, guys. I still laugh at stuff and I want to have that dark sense of humor. I'm always going to have it. But just recognizing what is important and what matters the most. And that is the friendships I've made. That is the love that I've received. That's the gifts I've received. You guys gift me with love. You gift me with your super chats. You gift me with your texts. You gift me with emails. Like, I feel the love and I feel the support. And I want to acknowledge it. I want to really let you know that today of all days, I really recognize it. And I'm very grateful for it. I really, really care a lot. As we heal, we are more easily able to let go of the pain and hold the gifts, blessings, and good times. That is so powerful and so true, Anne. That's what I mean when I just said that. You put that into words for me. None of this is an accident. It's by design. I am healing, and she's right. As we heal, we recognize those things. We can see those things more clearly. Clarity is the gift as you heal. She's right. Because you know why she's right? Think about the opposite. When we're very unhealed, what happens when we're very unhealed and very hurt? Hurt people. We're harmful to ourselves. We're harmful to others. We're hateful. We look at the glass as half empty. We're pissed off. We blame. We want to know why this is all happening, right? It's true. When we're the opposite of that, we don't see the clarity. We see the negativity. When you're upset and you're blaming the world for everything and you're hurting people, all we see is darkness when we're broken. Absolutely, Cookie. All we see is darkness when we're broken. Step into the light and it really is refreshing. It's very different. It's a different place. And Anne is right. When you're healing, you have that gift of peace and clarity, and you can just appreciate all the fruit and gifts that you have around you. It's so true. It's absolutely accurate, Anne. That is, you put that into such a perspective for me. That's what it is. Instead of moping around today and being sad, and I mean, I did. I cried. I cried today driving back from the farm. I was by myself. And I started talking to Fred and I started crying and I said, I really miss you. But I said, I thanked him. I said, thank you for leading me to God. Thank you for helping me with that. And thank you for all the gifts. Don't think I don't notice them. Like, from the beginning of this whole YouTube thing to now is such a difference. I recognize everything and everyone. I'm very, very grateful for where I'm at. I think about where my life was a year ago. I was married to Jeff. It was miserable. A year ago, you guys, I was literally having to make up lies to him to get away, to get out of that situation. That's how bad the situation had gotten, that I was trying to somehow slide through getting a divorce and making it seem like I'm still going to be around just so I could get away from that. That was just a year ago. Yeah, Anne. Look at how much has happened in a year. Like, I have really, really felt so much stronger lately. Like, I've come out on the other side of it. Like, I am seeing the light. And you know what's really cool? We're not even close to done. Like, if this is amazing, like, it's only going to get better. I really believe that. Things are only going to get better with the channel is what I mean. Like, I want to start traveling. I want to see you guys. There's things, like I said, I can't talk about right now that are going on behind the scenes that I cannot wait to share with you. I really do feel strong in what I want to do with my life. I know where I want to go, where I want to take it. And that's an exciting feeling. It's a sucky feeling to not know what you want to do. And I feel very, very sure about what I want to do, where I want to go. You seriously turbo heal. Thank you, Anne. I don't know if that's true. Thank you. It's such a strong, powerful feeling to take your power back, to say, I'm not ever going to be in a situation like that again. I owe it to myself, to Huxley. It took me 40 fucking years to get here, but I'm finally here. And I will never, ever be in a high control situation again, whether it be with one man or an entire group like Scientology. I will never allow anyone to take my power and control me and scare me, because that's what they did. They filled me, riddled me with fear. That's how it works. That's how you give your power away. You become very fearful because people make themselves big and scary over you. And sometimes an entire cult does it. And sometimes one person does it. And sometimes a group of people can do it. But it worked for a long time. I was under that spell of, they're going to get me if I don't give them my power, and they're going to hurt me. And now that I see it's total smoke and mirrors, they can't do anything to me. They can't do anything. And I mean, those men, I mean, the Church of Scientology, I mean, the people who make hate videos about me or type up stuff on hate platforms, guys, they can't touch us. I realized that just recently. I'm serious. I was like, what am I afraid of exactly? They can't do anything to me. They can't do a thing. They can't even get my channel to be destroyed. They're trying. I mean, they make tiny dents, right? I mean, we're definitely sinking in numbers. I'm aware of that. My views aren't, but subs are going down. But that only makes me strangely feel good because I think that's fine. We're making room for new people to come in. And if they don't, they don't. We still have all the good people here. And I'm not saying the people that left aren't good. They're just not for me and I'm not for them. That's all. But they can't do anything. It's all in your mind. It's total mind control, Sam. Guys, like it truly is. I never understood that equation. I never understood that concept. Nobody's going to hurt us. Nobody can hurt us. I'm not afraid of anybody. Yeah, Ellie, out with the old, in with the new. It's refreshing. It's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. I think change is always good. And even if that change is our numbers dipping down, that's okay. We're not going anywhere either way. I've said this. There could be 15 people left subscribed to this channel. I'm still not going anywhere. Makes no difference. They'll never succeed at whatever it is they're trying to succeed because I'm bigger than that. And they're all bark and no bite. And I'm just not afraid. That's the thing. It's just I'm no longer afraid. There is no control over me. And they have no ounce of power. Anyway, it's a really, really, really good feeling. Have your subs continued to go down? I thought it had stabilized. Oh, no, it's dropping big time. I think I've lost a couple hundred in the last 2 weeks. It's definitely dropping, but I feel nothing about that. I don't feel sick. Moose, I don't want to see your nonsense. I don't feel sad about it. I don't feel worried about it. Like, everything else has remained the same, right? Like I still get tons of views. So I think what happens is either YouTube unsubscribes people or the haters get people to hate me and unsubscribe, which is fine too. Or people punish me by unsubscribing. Lucy Moosey. Thank you, Philip Wright. And again, I thought you hated me. I'm so happy that you're back. I think what some people do is they punish me by unsubscribing. But then they still watch. Like they kind of like, it's weird. Yeah, definitely. We want quality over quantity. Guys, subscriber is a false number anyway. Subs don't pay you. So my views are just fine. But I don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. We're going places either way. Have you seen a room of 19,000 people? That's a lot. Yes, it is. It is. And it'll either keep going down or it'll go back up or it'll stabilize. Whatever it does is what it does. Moosey? Moosey. Moosey. Oh, Moosey. Oh, you flirty little man. I love you so very much. So grateful to be here. We love you, Hope Between the Dreams. And thank you for being a member, babe. And thank you for being so supportive. You're always very supportive in your words. Yeah, that's right. Tits out, girl. Tits out, teeth out, bunny ears on, cat in your arms. It's going to be fine. No I in team. Not worried about it. Not worried about it because I'm sure of where I'm going. I'm sure of my future. I feel like either way, guys, we're going to win. Doesn't matter who comes with us. We're winners. We're winners because of our attitude, right? I mean, I don't base success on things like that anyway. You can be super, super rich and be a total asshole and treat people like shit. Does that mean you got success? You're successful then? Like, I look at success very differently. I already feel like we've succeeded, right? You Dira. Thanks, hate watchers, for raising the views. I mean, I don't know how many people are watching that hate us, guys, but I'm just saying the sub count goes down, but the views either stay high or normal for me. So I don't know what that means. I'm not a mathematician, but I'm not worried about it. This is my passion and this is what I want to do. It doesn't really matter who stays with me. I know the core people who will stay with me, and I know I have a huge army of supporters. So they can't take that away from us. Someone said on Facebook in the group today, they said, you got that special sauce and they're pissed about it. They can't figure out what it is. It's true. But you know what sucks? If they would just focus on themselves and creating really good things, maybe even like partnering up for good, they would see they have that special sauce too. There's nothing special about it. Just don't attack your fellow man. That's the way I see it. Like, just stay in your own lane, right? Just stay in your own damn lane. Be yourself. I don't need to preach though. Reese, I tease you. I never evolved past the age of 13. Okay, Philip. Well, I love that. I just thought you always hated me. So thank you for being so nice. What's the new group name? Relate, Reese. And mods, if you wouldn't mind before we sign off here, would you post it? Guys, speaking of subscribing, hit subscribe if you want to be. YouTube does tend to unsubscribe you. People are also leaving, don't get me wrong. But I know for a fact, because people will reach out to me and go, I got unsubscribed from you. What the hell? So it does happen. They're just trapped in that hate sauce, Cookie. Nothing we can do about that. That's where they're at in life. And hopefully they'll heal themselves at some point and realize it's not where it's at. It's not where it's at. Success as a whole is subjective. That's why I only use it on myself or on specific things. I totally agree with that. Abigail, as far as I'm concerned, welcome to the stage, Saucy Reese. I love that, Yadira. As far as I'm concerned, we have succeeded. I would love to get bigger and reach more people, and we can do that outside of YouTube. But as far as I'm concerned, we have succeeded. We've won for sure. But I love you guys. There's the Facebook group. Go in there. And I want everybody a part of that group, but you do have to answer the questions or the mods won't let you in. I would much rather focus on the positive than the negative. Lisa, me too. I don't know how people can focus on negative every day. I really don't know how that's done. Hey, Heather, happy Easter. Success to me is happiness and laughter. I love that, Lori Lee. I love that. Guys, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, and I hope you'll join me. I want to say thank you. Thank you for the conversation today. I apologize again. I'm probably apologizing too much. I already did. I tend to do that, but I really want to make it clear that I meant no disrespect at all. I hope I did not offend anybody in that conversation. Thank you for helping me through it. Thank you for answering my questions. It means a lot to me. Thank you for being here, mods, and protecting us. And guys, your super chats. I said this yesterday. It's never expected. I never ask, but I appreciate it. It means a lot to me in Huxley, and it helps, and I appreciate it so much. And I need you to know that. Thank you for being members. And we've definitely won. They wanted you gone. We're here having a great time. Love you, Reese. I love this community. They definitely want me gone. They definitely can't seem to coexist with me here. But the problem is we're going to have to, because I'm not going anywhere and they can't make us leave, unfortunately. Speaking of memberships, Hope Between the Dreams, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you, Ree. Yeah. Good night, Yvonne. You are doing all right, Reese. Keep going. Bye, everyone. Take care. And thanks for sharing as always, Reese. Thank you, Ree. I love you guys. I mean it. Thank you for everything, your wisdom today. Happy Easter. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, guys. And here comes Fred. Thank you for being so kind about Fred today. Love you guys.